Derek, your thoughts on that this afternoon?
I thought it was two sides here. I thought the first half, the first 20 minutes, 25 minutes, we were a wee bit in between. We tried to go match up their shape, go with three in the middle of the pitch. We didn't really kind of get any real pressure on them, and I thought Aberdeen were enjoying the game too much. We made the decision to go with a front two. It's absolutely nothing to do with Davies' performance, that needs to be said. He ran his heart out for 120 minutes at Murrow last week. He had the game of his life in Copenhagen the other night, and we just felt that maybe today he wasn't going to get his 90 minutes in. So looking at that, we took young David off just to get a front two on. So, and I spoke to David, that's nothing to do with his performance. Everybody was just a wee bit in between. And sometimes when you've got that three midfielders and when to press and when to put pressure on, there's a wee bit of grey area. Once you go with two strikers, it's a bit more black and white. And I thought instantly we were better. So I take responsibility for that, maybe not going with a front two initially. I thought Bruce did well when he came on. I thought he played in the shoulder. I thought he put himself about. I thought we finished the first half strong, to be honest. And we spoke about trying to just impose ourselves on the second half. And I thought the start of the second half was something similar. All of a sudden Aberdeen players were lashing at clearances and putting them under a wee bit more pressure. I'm not saying by any stretch of imagination we're dominating the game, but we were certainly far more competitive, making a fist at it and showing signs of real encouragement that we could get an equaliser back. And it all changes with the red card, because obviously after that, as it's done in the last couple of weeks, we are now, as a manager, just plugging holes and trying to give yourself every chance. And disappointed that we're, again, for another week, we're down to 10 men. We've never had a discipline problem here. You know, and what we've had is 2 yellow cards. I never complained about Joe's, I never complained about Stu's last week. These red cards have a huge impact in what we're trying to do, especially after the European games, and we're not helping ourselves. I think today Brad's made the referee make a decision. And saying that, I think the referee got the decision right initially with a yellow card. And you know, we were told that referees wouldn't be asked to re-referee it. I don't think VAR needs to get involved in that. I don't think it's a clear and obvious error. The referee's meted you away for the instant. I think he's called it right. And unfortunately for us, you know, Brad's made him make a decision. He's made VAR get the referee over. I just think that at the time the referee, it's a yellow card and we move on. And I don't think anybody's talking about it if we don't. But it became a thing, down to 10 men, and it makes everything so much more difficult. So the players, ourselves, we've got to take more responsibility for that type of thing not happening. And it's no help matters. Schedule doesn't help us, right? So we already know that, but nobody's going to help you with that, and we certainly don't help ourselves get down to 10 men.
Have you spoken to the referee about the incident?
I did, and he thought he said he was sure he would called it right. He said even when he was coming over to the monitor, he was pretty clear that he thought it was the right decision. And he says he looked long and hard at it. Now, whether he's looked at different angles to the ones that I've looked at with my analysts, I don't think Brad. I think he gives him a bit of speed, and I think he's trying to make up for his poor touch. But I think Brad's actually caught him with the inside of his thigh. The boy's no hurt, he's not rolling about, he's not looking for anything, and the boy gets up. I actually think the referee got it right. Now, whether it's because it's a more experienced official in the VAR room, maybe Matthew starts to really second guess it. But the point is, I don't think he should have been asked to come over. And on our conversations with Willie, I think they were trying to get away from that and try to get the referee just to referee that. I don't think the referee would have been scored down if he just stuck with his initial decision. And I'm just disappointed. But listen, we've played our part in that. I'm not getting away with it. I just think out of the 3 sendings off, we've not complained about the other 2, because I do think it was yellow cards. I'm not so sure about this one.
How's Stuart after coming off?
He's okay, thankfully, on an initial assessment. He's fine. I think he got a bit of swelling on his cheek, but wasn't cut or anything, and he'll be assessed and through checks tomorrow. But on first viewing, I think he's going to be okay, thankfully. He was terrific, Stuart Finlay. I thought throughout the game with 10 men, 11 men. And I need to say, my players, you know, they stuck to the task. You know, once the second goal goes in, and we'll go into that in a minute, I think I'm starting to think about Thursday and get Marley off, get Matty off, and really got to start thinking about that. And I've also got game time for ones who might need to be called upon. So hopefully, as I say, we can I've plenty of players available for Thursday. Kyle Vassell, Fraser Murray hopefully back for us into contention. It's good to get Corey back on the day, but we can't thing without the second goal. The second goal would normally have a spare header in the middle of the 6-yard box, normally where Vass or somebody would be. When you go down to 10 men, that luxury's gone, and the ball's exactly in that type of area where we normally have somebody to go and deal with that. And that said, it's still, we've lost a game. Yes, with 10 men, it's impacted on it. Yes, my team selection maybe go with 2 strikers, but ultimately we've lost a game with 2 free headers in our 6-yard box, and no matter the circumstances of anything, that can't be the case too often, and we need to get better at that.
Now it's all about focusing in this massive game on Thursday.
Yeah, do you know what? I really want us to have a right go at it. Obviously, we go to Copenhagen and it was more about our defensive work. We're up against a team with 9-10 full internationalists in it, teams who have been playing in the Champions League, and they're good players. Sometimes it's not drawing a line in the sand when you go away from home, but we were tested defensively, and we were 14 minutes away, I think, from having one of the best results in the club history. That can't be forgotten. The players did so much right in the game. This time around, we clearly been at home. We want to try and give the best version of us, and we need the crowd to be with us. We need the players to feel that belief's there as well from them, as well as ourselves. And we're going to have to try and be far more attacking, throw far more punches than we did, and hopefully we can make it go our way. The rewards are too big for us not to believe we can overturn it. I think domestically, clearly, it's having an impact. And clubs like ourselves would struggle to get that. It's a fine balancing act, and maybe we don't have the squad that can deal with that, but I would still rather have that problem in getting through on Thursday, and we'll be going all out to try and do that.